this is a poem that when I first brought it to the Uptown Poetry Group, I hadn't broken it up like I have the section journal 12:06 a.m. or whatnot. And so this is a perfect example that shows how open-minded I am. And because there was this dumb woman in her mid 30s, this porky dumb woman, PC, wrote utter crap, cliches in every line. She was constantly passive aggressive against all the people at the poetry group. I remember she thought Bruce Ario was retarded or something. She made a nasty comment about him, um, and so forth. And so I read this poem, and people were saying, "Oh, it's got great things." This, what, but I knew something was a little off. And she made an offhanded comment, something like, I forget what now, but something related to time, and wouldn't it be, and something about time. And I said, okay. I said,
Well, if I remember correctly, in the True Life memoirs, she stated something akin to, "Is this in the present or in the past?"
oh yeah, something like that. Yeah. See, the good thing I wrote that down. I don't remember the exact thing, but yeah. And so I decided to break it up. And this is one of my earliest. This is probably 95, 96. This is one of my earliest big poems in the sense where I'm sprawling. Um, and so I said, oh, that's interesting. And so it's a perfect example of where I went back, split up the chronological journal sections, or made them from a section that was running through the poem in one section, and it worked. And and so editing was good, and but more so than just going back and revising something, because I'm someone who slowly builds. I rarely cut things from a book. I've only got one book where I cut some stuff from. Uh, I forget which book. I remember Jessica had recommended it, um, but then I later reused some of those sections in a later book. But the fact that I was open to this moronic woman, uh, her offhanded comment, shows you can't cut things off, because even a more, the old saying about, twice a day, even a broken clock is going to have the correct time. And every so often a moron is going to say something that, even if they had no idea what they were talking about, or whatnot, or is going to make an interesting comment. So that's a good example. You have to be open to things. That's not to say that you give people credence beyond what they deserve, but never cut yourself off and be so full of yourself that you dismiss people out of hand.